This video was brought to you by NCIX. Great technology, selection, and service.
Hello everyone, this is Dmitry with Hardware Canucks, and we are finally seeing Windows-based tablets come down in price to compete with Android and iOS offerings. The Dell Venue 8 Pro is under my review cap today as we take a look at how it functions as a Windows tablet and whether or not you should take your $300 elsewhere if this is the form factor you're after. I think there is a right and a wrong place for Windows tablets within the market for general purpose tasks like media consumption and social interaction. I think Android and iOS may be more fitting as they're a little bit more user-friendly. However, there exists that certain demographic that needs to full Windows experience while on the go. However, that market segment is much smaller. Under the hood, the Venue 8 Pro is running an Intel Atom Bale Trail quad-core chip with boost frequencies of up to 1.8 GHz. There's 2 gigs of RAM, and it comes with both 32 and 64 GB capacities. Now, the number 8 in the name stands for two things. First, this is an 8-inch tablet with 1280 by 800 resolution, which I think is adequate as doing any precise navigation on the screen is already difficult using touch in such a form factor. The second meaning is it's running full Windows 8.1 32-bit, so you get the entire proper Windows experience. You can run any executable files, and this makes the entire Windows ecosystem that much more seamless between devices. The IPS display is exceptional with excellent viewing angles and vibrant colors with deep darks, and I personally find the 8-inch size perfect mix between needing something larger than your phone but not going overboard with the size. It's thin and lightweight, and that's exactly what we need. I can hold this perfectly well with just one hand in portrait mode and well enough in landscape thanks to the rubberized cover at the back. That both is part of the design and functions as anti-slip. We have a 1.2 megapixel front-facing camera that's in the corner, allowing decent composition in either orientation for your Skype calls, but the front viewing angle could be wider for not so in-your-face video chat. A 5 megapixel shooter at the back is okay. Leave your phone to those pictures. It does record at 1080p, but really nothing to write home about. Up top, we have a headphone and microphone jack that's combined into one, a physical Windows button. I'm glad there's no capacitive Windows button in the middle of the tablet, as a simple swipe on the screen reveals the start logo anyway. Right on the side there's a micro USB for data and charging, power button, and a volume rocker with great clicky feedback. And there's also a micro SD card slot for expandable storage that's very much needed on any Windows-based tablet. As with our 32GB model, only 23 is usable, out of which less than 10% is available after installing a few games from the Store app and Microsoft Office. So you'll definitely need extra storage for any media or games you might want to store on the device. The speaker is at the bottom. It's okay, but we seriously need to see integration of front-facing speakers instead on pretty much every mobile device, thanks to HTC. Now, one of the very appealing aspects about this tablet is the inclusion of full Microsoft Office Home and Student Edition. I actually wrote this review on the tablet with the inclusion of this Bluetooth keyboard that you can buy separately, although at $100 it's totally OP. It's certainly much easier for typing, but it's not perfect. The keys are not wide enough with a tiny left shift, and because the keyboard is so thin, doing any long projects would be a pain for your fingers. It does magnetically attach to the optional case that's an additional $40, but no clip to secure the hold, so it's just an okay all-in-one package, but it could be better. Also, the case allows only one viewing position with the Venue 8 Pro, and sort of really uncomfortable to actually hold the tablet and use it with the case attached. You can purchase the Dell Stylus Pen that's absolutely needed, as desktop mode on Windows is absolutely a pain to navigate using touch. And my overall experience with the Venue 8 Pro has been satisfactory to a point. I love that once signed in into your Microsoft account, everything is synced up to my apps and my theme for that seamless transition where I don't have to fiddle around to set up the tablet for use. Performance-wise, playing games from the Store app was flawless, with just a few minor hiccups and dip in frame rates sometimes. Browsing the web was also snappy and lag-free. I did have the camera app crash on me a few times while installing Windows updates and unresponsive Chrome and other windows that I couldn't close for some reason, but generally I really could see this being a mobile replacement from your conventional laptops or even tablets where the form factor overweighs everything else. The 18 watt-hour battery life with 100% screen brightness and browsing the web the entire time served me only under 6 hours. That's pretty short lifespan, but of course it is limited by that battery capacity. Now you could do a lot more with the Venue 8 Pro than your standard Android or iOS tablet, but that is really up to the user, as Android and iOS devices may be more fitting in some instances, while the Venue 8 Pro could be the complete driver for your social media and on-the-go business. And to conclude, there's a lot of positives, starting with the excellent display and resolution, just the right form factor with thickness, weight, and the 8-inch size for one hand holding. Included MS Office is a big one, with smooth performance and lag-free gaming and browsing the web as well, all at the reasonable price of $299 for the 32GB model. Of course, there are things we don't like, such as the awkward side-mounted speaker. The Stylus Pen must be purchased separately, even though I feel it should be included because of the clunky nature of touch navigation in desktop mode, and also battery life is a little bit disappointing. This is, however, an attractive Windows-based tablet for users who are not satisfied with Android or iOS offerings, and the incredibly competitive price point from Dell with the Venue 8 Pro scores it the Hardware Canucks Damn Good Value Award. Now we realize that Windows tablets are not as popular, but taking the Venue 8 Pro as a total package, would you consider getting one over, say, a Nexus 7 that is similarly priced and sized? Let us know in the comments below of how you might use the Venue 8 Pro. As always, thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe and like for more similar content, and we'll see you in the next one.